city-state full of civilians and using them as ransom is somehow better. Get out! Get out! Right, exactly. The entire beginning of BFA hinges upon the rest of the Horde hearing Sylvanas' stupid nonsense plan and going, yeah, I'll go along with that. Like, what? Not even just the Tar and Trolls and Nightborn, who really all should be like, that's fucking crazy, I'm not doing that. But let's not also forget the orcs themselves, who only a couple expansions previous had attempted to invade Ashenvale and Darkshore, got beat up, and then signed a treaty promising to not invade Ashenvale and Darkshore in exchange for receiving Azshara, the zone. Like, Starfang, did you forget all of that happened? Like, what? You were there for all of that, Starfang.
Agreed.
Sylvanas' whole plan, too, hinged on the fact that the Horde would hear her say, well, I think that Anduin will use this new Azurite to build weapons and use them against the Horde. First of all, number one, he's fucking Anduin. And anyone who's ever met or even, like, remotely seen Anduin knows that's bullshit. But also, he hasn't actually done anything yet. You just think that he might, in the future, do that. So as a preemptive strike, we're going to take over Teldrassil. We're going to invade Ashenvale and Darkshore and take over Teldrassil as a preemptive strike for what Anduin may do in the future, probably. And all the rest of the Horde said, yes, this sounds reasonable. Let's fucking go. Who's fucking Anduin? Probably nobody. He's like quasi-dead now. Oh shit, the jailer. That's a good... Hey! Taking in Venom last time. Like, Bane and Anduin are pals! Bane went along with this.
Our vengeance will be complete.
Hello, what?
We've redesigned our tree glove protectors for combat in the Nexus. Prepare
Hello,
to begin
Sachi.
field testing.
I agree, Dire Human. I've said it before. If you want to get Sylvanas to this set piece of burning down Teldrassil, I feel like there are definitely ways to get us there that make sense, and that is the most fucking obvious one. Greymane hates Sylvanas and will do anything to get at her, and he has been shown to defy orders to get at her before. He did it in Legion already. Like, have the Gilnean Revolution people actually strike first on Undercity, and then Sylvanas attacks Teldrassil as a retaliation. Makes so much more sense. And, like, doesn't require bending fucking reality to make it happen. Greymane would absolutely do that. It doesn't matter that the rest of the Alliance wouldn't agree, because he wouldn't even need to involve them. He would just do it, just like he did in Stormheim, or whatever that place is called. The difference, though, Simon, is that they also want to go and attack a city at the same time. Not just that they're building aircraft carriers, but that they go and bomb a city. Like, I think this country is going to attack us, so let's go attack them first before they get the opportunity. You can't do that. Nobody does that. And even if some people do that, most would not go along with it. You know what I mean? Even if there's some general or leader out there who's like, no, I think we should do a preemptive strike, most people would be like, no? Send out the banelings. Should be able to get this lizard. I got this lizard. We can do this, Nizzibo, you and I. Oh, she's alive still. I thought she was dead. She just recalled.
Three-glove protector operational. Assign a pilot and a
See, I
gunner
don't
so
even
you
think
can
using the
test weapons.
Vindicar there would have been the thing, because I don't know if the Lightforge would agree to just attacking
You
a
need
city,
gunner
even an
to use the
undead city,
protective
out of
weapon.
nowhere. But you know who would attack Undercity out of nowhere? Even if he was explicitly told, do not attack the Undercity, fucking Greymane would. Because Sylvanas killed his kid in front of him and he hates her.
Our technician will analyze its combat data.
Again, remember in Legion where Anduin literally says directly to Greymane, he's like, Greymane, even if you see the Horde, even if you see Sylvanas, do not attack her unless she attacks you first. Leave Sylvanas alone. And you know what Greymane does? The second he sees Sylvanas on a boat, fucking attacks her. He gets the entire, like, Alliance expedition killed. Attacking Sylvanas out of nowhere. Because that's what he does. He has this perfectly, like, valid to him reason to hate her. And it's completely within his character to attack her unprovoked against orders. Like, that is completely within Greymane's scope to do that. Right, he gets the Skyfire one time, fucking crashes it into a beach and gets everybody killed because he has this hate boner for Sylvanas. And you can't super blame him. I mean, you know why he is that way.
Now you shall.
If anything, you would blame Anduin for putting Greymane in a position where he's going to be alone with Sylvanas. Like, obviously, he's going to do that. The morally gray thing, I think, also gets taken out of context a little bit. They never said Sylvanas was morally gray. They said Azeroth was a morally gray place. Kind of similar to how we think about Warhammer 40k, right? There are no good or bad guys in 40k, or everybody is a bad guy in Warhammer 40k. It's the same thing they're trying to do with World of Warcraft. Azeroth as a place is morally gray. You do have good guys and bad guys, but even within factions, you have good guys and bad guys. Oh my god, that moth! I threw those banelings too early. You gotta get out of here, man. You gotta go. The problem, though, is you have good guys and bad guys within the Horde. So Sylvanas attacking Teldrassil out of nowhere requires her, the bad guy, convincing the other good guys to go along with that. And then they do, and that doesn't make any sense. Right? Bane would never do that. The Trolls as a Horde would never do that. The Trolls as a whole would never do that. The Nightborn would not do that. But to fit in with the storyline they've made, they kind of just get like
and you can pilot the protector.
pushed into it, and it's stupid. But would Greymane and the Worgen attack Undercity the first chance they got, even if the Alliance explicitly told them not to? Yes, absolutely. And then, if Undercity got leveled, would the rest of the Horde potentially be mad enough to retaliate? Yeah. Even if not the whole Horde, even if some of the Horde were like, I don't know, enough of them would probably jump on that to make a believable retaliation and burning down of Teldrassil a thing. And there's obviously other ways to get you there too.
You possess a certain talent.
I think it's this one. $40K is also willing to be a lot more over the top with a lot of the things they do, but like the burning of Teldrassil is pretty fucking over the top, you know what I mean? Oh no, I'm feeling the hatred.
Protector online. Give me a full demonstration.
I just feel like there were better ways to get there. And I can say that about almost every step of writing, at least every step involving Sylvanas.
Assign a gunner so you can unleash the protector's firepower.
Right, I just don't get it. I played through the burning of Teldrassil in the beginning of BFA on my Horde characters too, because I have Horde characters. I was there. I watched Sylvanas justify this shit, and all the people go, yeah, totally. And I was just standing there like, this is the dumbest shit I've ever heard in my life. Like, what? Her stupid meeting with Gallywix, and then the meeting afterwards where they're like, yes, Anduin, he'll probably build weapons and we have to stop him before he uses them on the Horde. Like, are we thinking of the same Anduin here? And then Bane is just like nodding along. Bane, you're like best friends with Anduin. You gave him a piece of your fucking horn. The horn might have been after this. It doesn't matter. You have his special magical mace that he got from his dwarf stepdad. Hello? Hey, Bane, remember when Magatha took over Thunder Bluff and Garrosh wouldn't send any help from the Horde to take it back? You know who did send you help to take it back? Jaina. But yeah, go on, burn Teldrassil down. This makes a ton of fucking sense. This makes total sense that Bane wasn't like, no, what? Stop. You can't just do that. Just nods along, big stupid cow nod back there. Just like, yes, quite. Starfang just sitting there fucking nodding along. Yes, we will absolutely march on a territory that we have a no aggression treaty with. I do vividly remember all the other times we did that exact same thing and killed millions of people, and I have PTSD over it, but I am fully willing to do it again for these vague reasons that this woman I don't even like has given to me.
Defeat me 1,000 times, I will return.
Yes. Sarfang sitting there having PTSD flashbacks of like killing Draenei children, and then like, you know what I should do today? Kill some Night Elf children.
I am your undoing.
shortly.
Remember how a bunch of the Alliance were really mad at the Horde about ditching them on the broken shore where Varian gets killed? You know who takes the time to listen to the Horde perspective of what happened and forgives them? Fucking Anduin! Anduin! Anduin literally like, yeah, I know that you guys abandoned the fight that literally got my father killed, but I understand your perspective and I understand your reasoning and I forgive you. That's the Anduin they think is going to build weapons and attack them? That Anduin right there, that's the one. What?
You gave them what they deserved.
At the beginning of Legion, most of the Alliance was rip-roaring down with the idea of attacking the Horde because they wanted to blame the Horde for Varian's death. And Anduin, Varian's child, is the one that convinces them that the Horde had a valid reason for retreating and to not blame them for Varian's death and to blame the Legion instead. But they're convinced that's the guy who's gonna attack them out of the blue. Are you kidding me? It's just so dumb. It's just so dumb.
¡Lo lograron! ¡Esto se acabó! Y si digo que va a llover, lleven paraguas.
So anyway, we won that game, but like at what cost? Because we had to think about how bad BFA was for the entire game, and it's like poison in my veins.